Good morning. Happy Thursday the 22nd of February. It is Lapland day, so it's travel day. So we are up, we are ready. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. So we're just going to get our Uber, which will be here in 2 minutes. And we're going to head to Bristol airport ready for our trip. So we are doing a 3-night Search of the Northern Lights trip with the Transun, booked with the Travel Counsellors. So let's go and see if we can find the Northern Lights. We have arrived at the airport and we're just going to go and find where we check in.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if
Gone for a cup of tea, didn't really iced tea, and chocolate rice. That's going to keep us going until 9 o'clock. We're going to go and fill our water bottles up. Oh, they've got more. They've got 4 now. That's really good. They've got 4. And they've got ready chance. Oh, it does it itself. Fantastic. I think our gate's been called. Let's go see where we are going. Gate 14. Right, so we are going to our gate. We're at gate 14. Getting the buses out to the plane. Very common in Bristol. Onto the bus. Bristol airport is so dreary today. We are in Finland. We are the only plane in. Let's go and go through immigration.
Can I get your surname?
Price, P-R-I-C-E.
Price, and do you know what lodge you're staying at?
Daddy Star,
Easy, easy. There we go, nice and at the top. Two of you, coach 3, head out and jump.
Coach number 3. Over here. Oh my god. This is what it looks like. Thank you. He's not going to. Oh my god, there's so much snow. God, it's so pretty. Right, we get on the coach now and then head to our hotel. Departures. Up here. So far, it's so good. We're on the coach. Let's go to our hotel. I think it's about an hour drive, but it's so pretty already. I love it. It's so pretty.
Alright, welcome everyone. So on behalf of Transun and Davy Arctic, we'd like to welcome you guys to Lapland. My name is Jordan, I'm going to be your guys' rep during your stay. Now on our journey to the Davy Arctic Star, which will take around 50 minutes, we're going to be stopping at our service centre. Now the service centre is where we're going to grab some suits and boots, which are going to help keep you guys warm and protect you from the elements, and after that it'll be about another 5-minute drive to the hotel. Now for your own safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened during this drive, and refrain from eating or drinking anything beyond water. Currently it's -3 degrees outside, which is ridiculously warm for this part of the world, so I hope everyone packed your tanning oil. Now during this drive, you may see some reindeer. In fact, in this part of the world, in Finnish Lapland, there's about 20,000 more reindeer than there are people, so keep an eye out. Now for those of you wondering what Lapland is not a country, Lapland is a region, which covers parts of Finland, Sweden, Norway, and even small parts of Russia. And much of its fame comes around from the Northern Lights. In fact, this road we're turning onto now is part of the renowned Northern Lights route, so definitely the best place in the world to be seeing it. Now it's going to be a bit of a drive, so just sit back, relax and enjoy the ride. I'll check in with you guys just before suits and boots. If anyone has any questions, feel free to shout them out to the front of the bus, and if you see a reindeer, give us a big yell so we can all see it too.
Hey guys, come over here. Got some boots first, then try suits on. Or not. Hi guys, before you try suits on, just want to try your boots. I'm trying all at the same time. It's easier if everyone gets all dance stuff first.
Thank you. Do we put it on top our coat?
I take your coat off.
Here, thank you. 7?
7? Yeah. Are you sure?
Yes. What's that when I have to check my age?
When were you born? I don't know. At some point from there now.
Thank you.
You guys want to drink or eat soup first?
No. They're married. Anastasia. Yeah. So we're all kitted up. We're all kitted up. Now to the hotel. There we go, so snowsuits and boots acquired. They fit, so that's really good. And now we're gonna head to the hotel.
Alright, hopefully that's everyone, otherwise it's one hell of a walk. Alright, so it's going to be about 5 minutes now by the bus, and we're going to actually cross over a border, so keep an eye out for that. Now, you all have noticed that ominous red envelope. Now that envelope, you'll see you've got your room number on the top of it. And what we encourage you guys to do is have a look at that room number. When you arrive at the Arctic Star, head straight to your room and drop yourself stuff off, and after that we will come down and check in. Now when you come down and check in, there's a few things you're going to need to have filled in and signed and brought down, and that's all in the red envelope. So that's going to be your husky and snowmobile waiver, as well as a passenger travel card. Now additionally, you're going to need to bring down a credit card, and that's going to be for the bar. Nothing will be charged that card, it's just an assurance thing, and then you can pay your invoice at the end. Now lastly, for those who want to drive a snowmobile, you'll need to bring down a valid driving license, and that will just confirm that you are able to drive. So that's sort of the boring bit. Now tonight, dinner is going to be at 6 until 7, and then we'll have the welcome meeting at around 7. Now, the most important thing to remember whilst you guys are here is that everything is going to operate on Finnish time. Even though we are about to cross the border now into Sweden, and your phone may change, we will still operate on Finnish time. So it's very important to hard set your time to Finnish. We have just crossed the border into Sweden. Just to update that time, my apologies, I made a small mistake with the dinner time. It's going to be 6:30 till 7:30, and our welcome meeting will be at 7:30. I think I gave our chef a heart attack when I messaged him to say his dinner just about ready. So 6:30 till 7:30, and then we'll have our welcome meeting at 7:30. Now, the welcome meeting is a chance for you guys to ask any questions you want to know, and yeah, just whatever you got, you just shoot away. Now, that's the Arctic Star on the left, so when we arrive, we're going to pull up. You guys who are brave enough to head up and lead the group, you're going to go past the first door into the second door where our reception team will be waiting to meet you guys. Now don't confuse that with the building immediately on our left. That is a bus depot, and you'll have a very cold night. If anyone does need help with their luggage on the way up to the Arctic Star, feel free to just grab me and I'll give you guys a hand. Hopefully no one's packed too heavy. I missed my gym session this morning.
In our case, it's just be unloaded. And
yeah, we'll unload, then you guys can grab them and head up. So we'll take them out the bus.
So as you will have seen on the bus, we got given an envelope, so we need to fill in some paperwork from that envelope, and then we'll have a look at this. And then, as you will have seen, so we will fill in the paper. Was a bit dark. There we go, it's better. We will fill in the paperwork from the. Hit myself in the head. We will fill in the paperwork from the red envelope, which is liability waivers for the huskies and the snowmobiling. And then we need to take those forms down to reception along with our credit card for file. This is a full board trip, so all food is included. Drinks, however, are not. So if we're having alcohol, etc. with the dinner, then we've got our credit card on file for that, so I'll put my Santander Zero credit card on file for that. And then I need to take my driving license down, because if you're going to drive a snowmobile, you need to have your license and show them you have a valid license. So let's go through these papers and get them filled in. So what does this say? On behalf of Davi, Arctic and Transun, extend my warmest welcome to true Lapland. We are 350 kilometres inside the Arctic Circle. It is absolutely stunning outside. I don't think we're going to see the Northern Lights or the Aurora Borealis tonight, but hopefully tomorrow or Saturday. So all our tours, etc. are run on Finnish time. My phone has updated, I think, even though it's on airplane mode, so my watch is saying the wrong time. It's actually 5 to 6, so I need to watch that. Dinner is at 6:30. Once we've settled into our room, we need to familiarise ourselves with the safety and emergency procedures. Temperatures in Lapland can plummet to -30. Well, it's currently -3, so it's actually very warm. wrap up. So use the thermal suits. No smoking policy, that's fine. So we need to register our card with reception to check in. Also, room is done on a servicing of the room is done on a request only basis. That's fine, we're only here for 3 nights. So we have to fill in our passenger travel card, so I'm going to fill that in now. And then we have got 2 disclaimers, liability waivers, the usual drill for the Huskies and the snowmobiling. So I'm going to complete these and then we'll head down to reception. Right, we've signed our paperwork, so we've got a little key, look, it's a little key. So we're going to head down now, check in at reception fully, and then go and have dinner. So it is currently about 6:05, so dinner's at 6:30. So let's go for dinner. So this is like the little foyer. As you come up the stairs, our rooms are this way, and then room 300 onwards is there. Let's go down. Oh, it tells you meal times. That's pretty simple. This is locked, isn't it? Just a bit of a stiff. This is the library. It's nice. Oh, it's a nice seating area. Quite nice for like board games or something. I should have bought like a board game.
I didn't think that.
No.
I've got a book.
But they've got, I've got a book for my iPad actually. I might do reading. Reception. Handed in my driving licence. You can hand in your driving licence, and at the actual snowmobile session, you can say yes or no whether you want to drive the snowmobile. And if you don't, then you'll go with somebody who does. But they said they don't drive fast and they're very stable. So I think I will do it. It'll be nice to do. They also have a sign-up sheet. So if the Aurora comes out, they will text you to say that the Aurora's out. So that's good. I think that's it. Is that all they said?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So we're just waiting now for dinner. So dinner's at 6:30. So we're just in the library having a little sit down waiting for dinner. But so in terms of what we have on when, we have got, so it's our welcome meeting today at 7:30 after dinner. And then we have got the call for the wild. So we've got Huskies first thing in the morning. So that's at 8:30. Yeah, 8:30 is the wild Huskies for us tomorrow. And then tomorrow night we have the forest track at 6:45. And then on Friday, that is Friday. And then on Saturday we have got a free morning. We've got the reindeer camp in the afternoon, and then we've got the snowmobiles on Saturday evening, and then Sunday we have a free morning until we go to the airport. So it's a buffet style dinner, so you pick what you want. So I've got some green beans, potatoes, cottage pie, and some mac and cheese. And then I've got a Pepsi Max. Mum has got vegetable soup. Is it vegetable soup? Yes. And some rolls. You know she loves them rolls. So we've decided to get a bit of everything and we're going to share. So this is like an apple pie, like an apple crumble. Yeah. And then we've got a Swiss roll and something lemon. Let's give them a go. Right, let's go with the Swiss roll first. It's a Swiss roll. Apple sultana. Oh, right.
Let's try this.
Cinnamon.
That is lovely and moist and really lemony. That's very nice. So I'm going to save that to try this one. Not what I expected.
No?
No. It's like, it's cooked apple
Yeah.
and sultana.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, pastry base with the apple
with a crumbled top.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like that.
It's nice, but the lemon cake is the winner. Honestly, guys, this lemon cake is so good. It's a lovely moist cake with a really good hit of lemon. Very good.
Please attention for the next few moments. So we're going to do a little welcome meeting now. Now, this sometimes comes across as a speech, but it's more discussion, so feel free to ask as many questions as you like, and I'll do my best to answer them. So please remember, my name is Jordan. Now at reception we have Aggie and Nadia, those are the ones helping you with check-in. If you have any questions and I'm not around, best to go to them, they'll be able to help you out. Now, perhaps the most important thing you guys remember whilst you're here is that we operate on finish time. So I know I mentioned it earlier, but really it is important because if you're not set to finish time and you come down for activity, you might come down at the wrong time. That can mess with your activity a little bit. Even the meal times we might go through with you guys, it's all in finish time. The only thing in this building that isn't on finish time is that Swedish clock over there. So that's the only thing you can ignore. Now, breakfast here is going to be 7:30 till 9 every day, that's in the morning. Lunch is going to be 12 till 2, and dinner's going to be about 6 till 7. Now, I will say these times sometimes are going to be a little bit flexible, especially dinner. When you guys are on activities, we might move them a little bit earlier or later. If we do that, we'll make sure we have a sign, or you'll see on the boards there'll be dinner times and meal times each day. Just have a look at that and familiarise yourself with it. Now, all the meals will be served buffet style, like you know tonight, and they're all quite high in calories and stuff like that. Now, that is because typically it is bloody cold outside. Now, at the moment, it's quite nice and warm, but you're going to want these to like stock up on as much food as possible because you're going to be burning a lot of energy in yourself just keeping yourselves warm. So, very useful to eat as much as you want. Now, tap water here is very safe to drink. I've been drinking it since I got here, and I haven't thrown the third one yet, so it should be all good. Now, one more time for the reception. Our reception will be open 9 AM to 5 PM every day, except for the last day where we will open at 7 AM, just so you guys can check out and ask you questions and stuff like that. Now, at reception, they'll do just about anything for you. You've got a gift shop there, so for those who don't know, one of you mentioned about buying a reindeer hide, you can get that from them. You can get anything from a magnet to just about anything if you ask over Nadia or Aggie. Now, on the last day, checkout's quite an early one, it's 9 AM. So, those of you who are upstairs, we have a luggage room upstairs. If you head up the spiral staircase and go straight across, you'll see a luggage room, you can leave your suitcases there. Those of you who are downstairs, you don't want to carry it up the stairs, so just stick them in reception. That's a bit of a walk. Now, all of you got a key in your door. What we encourage you guys to do is leave this key at reception. Now, if reception's closed, the key will be on the countertop for you guys to grab. And the reason we say this is that there's quite a hefty fee, about €90 for a lost key. Reason being it's about a 4-hour drive to get a key cut here. So preferably leave the keys at reception, and it's also great for fire safety. This is because we know exactly who's in and out the building at all times. Now, another thing to touch on fire safety on the back of your doors, you've got a map. That map just familiarise yourself with the emergency exits, and the emergency meeting point will be the car park down there. Now on to the important part, and I see most of you already discovered this, the bar. So the bar is going to be open 11 AM to 11 PM, but we only serve alcohol from 12 until 11. But I see most of you guys have figured that one out. Now, the bar is no cash. You'll get an invoice at the end which you can pay on a card. So you just charge it to your room. Now, a little about the hotel. Who here is staying in room 203? There we go. So 203, known as the Dalai Lama's room. For those of you who don't know who the Dalai Lama is, he was like the original leader of spiritual of Tibet. He's the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize. He came here in 1996 and he stayed in room 203. He came here. On the last day, when you check out, you can keep your suits and boots until about 12. Now that just means if you guys are on activities or you want to run around town a little bit, you can do so. You just leave them anywhere in reception at 12 and someone will come around and pick them all up. Now let's get into more fun stuff. That's sort of the admin stuff out the way. So we are in the small town of Karazabando, not to be confused with the small town of Karazbanto. Difference being, on the Finnish side, this town is called Karazbanto, on the Swedish side, Karazbando. It's pretty much the same village, 2 different languages, 2 different currencies, but some locals live on the Finnish side, work on this side, some live on this side, work on that side. So it's like a community, but small name changes which get quite confusing. Now, there's also something called polar night here. So fortunately we have come to the end of that, but that is why most of us are so pale. So from about early December until mid-Jan, the sun didn't come above the horizon, and it was pretty much like darkness or evening lights the whole time. So you guys have come just enough time to see the sun again, so it'll be quite nice and sunny and warm for you guys. Now, a lot of the locals here in Karisvando and Karisvanto are reindeer herders, and now you have to be of Sami descent to herd reindeer, and it's actually quite rude to ask a local how much reindeer you have. It's a bit like me coming up to one of you and saying, how much money do you have in your bank account? So the reindeer are a symbol of wealth. The more reindeer you have, the more money you have. Now you would notice if you were in a pub with some of these guys, the number of reindeer they have will go up with each drink, especially if there's some ladies around. So yeah, when you guys head to the reindeer camp, remember that's rude to ask how many reindeer someone has. They'll probably answer it for you. So if you're going to get away with it, it'll be at reindeer camp. Now these reindeer, they roam all around this place. They can roam throughout Finland, Sweden, Norway, and parts of Russia. So another animal we get around here is a brown bear, but he's about 10 kilometers away. So you guys can relax with that one a little bit. About 11 actually from here. It's 10 kilometers from where we walk. Now, in terms of the local stores in the area, most of them will be on the Finnish side that you want to go to. On this side, we've got some more shops, but they tend to be more just like supermarkets. Then also on the Swedish side, we've got the northernmost church in Sweden. As I mentioned earlier, you guys are welcome to go and visit that. Sometimes it's open, you can go inside, write your name on a little book. We do say if there's lots of cars outside, it's either a funeral or wedding, so in that case, maybe steer clear. And across from the church, we've got the tourist information shop, as well as another little cafe, which you guys can go and explore. So there's quite a few places to walk around. One of the things that everyone's come here to see is the Northern Lights. Unfortunately, we cannot guarantee the Northern Lights. They're a natural phenomenon, and they will come out whenever they decide they want to come out. Now, there's a few ways we can increase our chances of seeing the Northern Lights whilst we're here. One of them is signing up for the Aurora alert at reception. Now, this is going to operate on the other lodges' hours because they have a normal reception. So they'll send you a note up until about 10 PM at night. So if someone comes running in at that lodge saying they've seen the Northern Lights, we'll send out the alert, and you guys who signed up will get a message saying lights out. Now, around here, the best places to look for the Northern Lights, if you're not feeling adventurous, just at the back of the hotel here, there's a bit of a dark patch there, and if the lights out, it's quite a good spot. For those of you who want the best spot, in my opinion, if you head out the start and turn left, you follow the road off about 400 meters to streetlights end, and you literally walk into a wall of darkness. So for those of you scared of the dark, take someone you can outrun. It's also when you get into that wall of darkness that one bear 11, 10 kilometers away starts playing on the back of your mind. He's hibernating, hopefully, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, in terms of the activities, you guys have all found boards already next to the stairs. Now, what you want to do on that, you want to look at activities, you'll find a name on your activity, and that's how you see when your activity is. Now, it's very important that for these activities, you come down 15 minutes before your activity, just to make sure you don't miss your shuttle. Now, all activities are going to run from elsewhere, but there will be a driver who comes here and picks you up. So, for instance, your snowmobiling is going to run from where you got your suits and boots. So, you literally hop in the van and hop out 5 minutes later. There's a few that are a bit further away, including the Huskies and the reindeer camp. You guys, those of you who saw the reindeer on the bus, that is the reindeer camp where you'll be heading to. So, it's a bit further away. Now, when you come down, you're going to want to have your snowsuits on and things like that, even if you just keep it off whilst waiting reception. But it is quite cold outside, or warm for this time, but quite cold nonetheless. So it's important to dress properly. Now on the snowmobiles, the wind is quite a big thing, so you want to have like something covering the nose, especially because the helmet doesn't cover the front of your face. So you want something to cover your nose, and that will sort. Another thing that happens in the cold, it's probably not cold enough for this to happen at the moment, but your phone dies. So when you're outside and have it outside in a cold for a long amount of time, your phone can go from 50% to 0% just like that. It looks like your phone is just spontaneously broken. It's alright, when you take it inside and warm it up, it'll come back to life. That being said, like I said, it's not that cold at the moment, so you should be alright in terms of your phone. But it still will be cold in your activities, especially with sort of the wind. Now, included in your guys' activities, I think most of you already found it, we've got the Northern Lights snowmobiling, and that goes down the Munjo River, which is the river that separates Finland and Sweden, and the border of Karisvanto and Karisvando. Now that river, you'll follow it down for a bit, you'll get to a reindeer reserve, and inside there it's quite dark and quite a good spot to see the Northern Lights. So when you guys are on that one, it's quite cool. Once again, it does get chilly, so make sure you are covering up nicely. Now, let's talk about polar wild huskies. So the huskies, you're going to get a chance to mush your own team of huskies. Then we've got reindeer camp. So reindeer camp, you're going to get a chance to ride in a reindeer sleigh, which is quite cool. And you'll learn a lot about reindeer from some local Sami people. They know just about every fact there is to know about reindeer. Some of them I wonder how they got those facts, but they have it. So at the reindeer camp, you also get a chance to try and lasso a reindeer. That being said, it's a fake reindeer, it's a pair of horns tied to a tree, because I guarantee you don't want to try and actually lasso a reindeer, because I think the reindeer will be chasing you. Now, lastly, we've got the forest trek. So the forest trek that takes place at our other lodge, the Davy, and it's a walk up the Davy Hill at the back. It's called candlelit path, and on top is a nice little fire. It's a shorter activity, it tends to take 45 minutes to an hour, and you can just at the top, the instructors will tell you some stories about the place, about the northern lights. That's quite a cool, fun little activity.
The Dalai Lama stayed here in 1996. Good evening, we are back from tea and our welcome meeting. So we got to the hotel about, when did I leave you? So we got to the hotel about 5:30 we got to the hotel. So we went and picked up our boots and our snowsuits from the snow and boot company. And they were really good. They sort of just look at you and just say you need a size whatever. So we got them. I did need to get a different size boot. And then we've come to our hotel. So we are now in Sweden. We are in Swedish Lapland. We are staying in Sweden. We're very close to Finland. It is just across the bridge. So it's about half an hour walk or a 5-minute drive. So we came straight in, came up to our room. I'll quickly show you the room just because I've done a full room tour, which will be a separate video, but just as a quick little room tour, I'll show you around. So over here you have so this is the door, and then you have this little foyer area. So we've got our snow boots, our snow suits, our coats, toiletries hanging, suitcases stored there, and then you've got the main room here. So it's got tea, coffee making facilities, drawers, your beds, bedside tables, and then you've got the bathroom, which has a shower, lots of storage, which is, well, not lots of storage, but places to hang things, which is great, and a mirror. So yeah, so we came up to our room straight away, dropped our bags off, dropped our snowsuits off, and then we went down to reception and gave my credit card over for any drinks, because this is a cashless hotel, so it just gets put on your room and then at the end you pay for it on your card. So we put my card down. I gave my driving license over if I want to, so that I can drive the snowmobile if I want to. We had a look at the board so we could see what excursion we were doing when. So for us, we are doing Huskies tomorrow morning. So I think our excursion is 8:30 tomorrow morning for Huskies. We're then doing the Northern Lights trek tomorrow evening, and then Saturday, and then Saturday afternoon we're going to the reindeers, and then Saturday night we're doing snowmobiling, and then Sunday we've got a clear morning until we get picked up for the airport. I think we're getting picked up, it says about 1:45, and from memory our flight's at about 4:30, I think, something like that. I think that's right. So yeah, so that's good. And we went down for, then we had went to the library and had a little chat with some people. They had a golden retriever who was like 16 when they passed, and it breaks my heart because I was 7. So we had a bit of chat to them, and bless, the lady was like, oh, cruising's never appealed to me, but I'd really like to do like the Norwegian fjords. And we were saying that we were going in June, that we've been to Norway before and how fantastic Norway is. So we had a bit of chat about that, and then we went to dinner. So dinner was 6:30 till 7:30 tonight. It sort of varies between about 6 and 7. But it was a buffet style, so there was about 4 or 5 different dishes you could choose from. So I had cottage pie with some green beans, mac and cheese, and potatoes. It was very nice. And what the rep said was that because your body's using your energy to keep warm, we'll have quite stodgy food this week, which is fine. It's all good, like lovely food. And then we had cakes, which you would have seen, and then we had our talks. So we were learning more about the different excursions and different things, and the guide was telling us about what to go and see in the local area. So we're going to probably walk over to Finland tomorrow after lunch, and then we'll have a wander around Sweden, the town in Sweden, on Saturday. But for now we're just back in our room. We've unpacked. We're gonna FaceTime my dad and my brother, check on the dogs, and then we're probably gonna watch some Housewives. So that's it for today. So I really hope you have enjoyed our travel day to Lapland. It's been such a wonderful day. As soon as the plane landed, it was just amazing. The snow, it was so pretty. We were the only plane on the runway. But it's beautiful, all the snow, it's lovely, all the trees, it's great. The fact that they can all drive on the snow is just insane, because you know what we're like in the UK. But yeah, so it's been such a lovely travel day. So yeah, we're gonna now FaceTime my dad and brother, check on the dogs, watch some Housewives, and then have an early night. And then we will see you bright and early for breakfast, and then we will go and see the Huskies, and everything else that tomorrow has to offer. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm so excited to show you Lapland on the back of Iceland. So yes, please do subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.